Ever feel like you're just drowning in a sea of textbooks and lecture notes? Like you're constantly playing catch-up? Well, what if I told you there's a way to learn smarter, not harder, with a powerful new ally? In this explainer, we're going to unlock how you can use AI to seriously supercharge your studies, save you a ton of time, and help you build skills that actually stick.
Oh man, this feeling, I think we've all been there, right? I for sure remember those all-nighters, fueled by way too much coffee and a little bit of desperation, just trying to cram an entire semester's worth of info into my brain. It's that constant, nagging feeling that you're always one step behind, totally buried under a mountain of work.
Just take a look at this list. Does any of this sound painfully familiar? These are the little things that can turn learning from something exciting into a total chore. But what if you had a secret weapon to help you conquer them? A tool that could help you work smarter, not just harder. Well, that's exactly where AI comes in. And it might just change the way you study forever. Okay, but let's be real for a sec. It's super tempting to see AI as some kind of magic wand that can make all your academic problems just disappear. But here's the thing. Using it as a shortcut can actually do more harm than good. You end up with a kind of shallow understanding and no real skills. And that brings us to the single most important rule of this whole new game. Let me put it this way. Using AI to just copy an answer, that's like taking a helicopter to the top of a mountain. Yeah, sure, you get there fast, but you miss the entire journey, the experience, and that awesome feeling of accomplishment. But using it as a skill, well, that's like having an expert guide with you on the trail, showing you the best paths. It actually makes you a stronger, more confident climber. This slide right here, it perfectly nails the two paths you can take. On one side, you've got the shortcut approach. It's all about avoiding the work, which, let's face it, means avoiding the learning. But on the other side, you've got the skill-based approach, using AI as a partner to make your own efforts even better. And that, right there, is what we're focused on. Remember when you first learned long division? It was so tedious, right? And then you got a calculator, and all of a sudden you could focus on solving the real math problem instead of getting stuck in the weeds. That is exactly what AI can be for your studies. It handles the grunt work, the summarizing, the organizing, so your brain is free to tackle the real challenge, actually understanding and learning the material.
So we've established that AI can be this amazing learning tool, not just a fancy copy-paste machine. But how do you actually put it to work? How do you make it your study partner? Okay, let's get practical and check out some real-world examples.
Just imagine for a second, turning a dense 20-page chapter into a super clear summary in just a few minutes. Or finally getting that one complicated idea you were maybe a little too embarrassed to ask about in class. What if you could turn your own scribbled notes into a practice quiz with just a click? This isn't science fiction. This is the power you have right at your fingertips.
Okay, meet Sarah. She was on the verge of a classic exam time meltdown. Overwhelmed, disorganized, drowning in notes. But instead of giving up, she teamed up with an AI study partner. It helped her break down her exam prep into a plan she could actually handle. It turned her textbook chapters into one-page summaries, and when she got stuck, it explained things simply. But here's the crucial part. She then used AI to test herself on her own notes. In the end, it was those notes, her own understanding, that she revised. The AI was just the coach.
Sarah's story is awesome, right? It shows what's possible. But you might be thinking, great, but which one of the million AI tools out there am I supposed to use? Don't worry, we got you. Let's cut through the noise and help you find the perfect assistant for what you need to do. The key here, really, is to match the tool to the task. If you're struggling with a physics concept, something like ChatGPT or Gemini can act like a super patient tutor. Need to turn lecture notes into flashcards? Quizlet AI is literally built for that. And for research, a tool like Perplexity is a total game changer because it doesn't just give you an answer, it gives you the sources and citations. That helps you build a strong, credible argument right from the start.
Okay, we've talked about the why and the what. Now it's time for the really important part, the how. In this last section, we're going to give you a simple but seriously powerful framework that you can start using tonight to completely transform your study habits. This is it, the Smart Study Cycle, and honestly, it's a game changer. Here's how it works. First, you read the material yourself. Do not skip this step. Then, you ask your AI assistant to help you simplify or organize it. Now, for the most important part, rewrite the key ideas in your own words. This is where the magic happens. It forces your brain to actually process the information. Then, you recall it, close everything and try to remember. And finally, you review your knowledge with an AI-generated quiz. Read, ask, rewrite, recall, review. That's it. That's the secret sauce.
So, as we wrap up, let's just make a little pact. A contract with yourself for using AI the smart and ethical way. These are your rules. You will always read the material first. You'll use AI to help you, not to replace your brain. And you will always, always, always rewrite things in your own words. This is about empowering your mind, not outsourcing it. Look, at the end of the day, AI is just a tool. A ridiculously powerful one, sure, but it's still just a tool. It can't make you curious, it can't force you to learn, and it definitely is not going to pass that exam for you. So the real question isn't what AI can do. The question is, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use this incredible tool to unlock your own potential? The power is in your hands. Now go out there and use it wisely.